Let's talk Gerard Butler, who's got shredded for several roles. This guy always smashes it when he does a transformation. Although what's interesting is when he was talking about his physique, he said, "I've always had a relatively good body." Of course you have, Gerard Butler. Once again, movie star genetics. I mean, is there any movie star that doesn't have movie star genetics? I don't think so.
I meet people all over the world who are like, wow.
Let's get into Gerard Butler's ripped roles. Of course, we got to talk the legendary 300 movie. Talking about his 300 body, he said, "I wanted to have a physique that you wouldn't believe. I hope that I've done that." I love that. Oh, we got to talk this interview. This interview is classic, where the interviewer thought that Gerard Butler had only done about 8 weeks of training. Like, you do some star jumps, do a little run in the morning, yeah, and then that was it, right?
Sorry, not 8 weeks for me. It was 7 months for me. 8 weeks and I could have got in pretty good shape, but after 7 months, that's how you get like I did eventually, because you just keep stepping over little barriers where you think, okay, I can't get this, this is great, and then the next minute you'd be like, oh wow, I've surpassed that, and then you're enjoying it because you know I'll never be like this again. So you think, well, how much more can I push it?
8 weeks, wow. Listen, when Gerard Butler was talking about his six-pack, by the way, I mean shredded to the bone, Gerard Butler's humble opinion of his little six-pack is classic.
My six-pack in that movie was ridiculous. That was months and months and months of training and dieting and intense workouts. It's great playing a muscular, tough guy. It's a great feeling.
To clarify, there was no CGI. Zero CGI. Those abs are real.
No, I trained really hard, but I knew that for me, this was my time to push myself further than I ever had. Trained for films before, but I go further than I ever had.
And listen, Gerard Butler was so serious about getting shredded for 300 that he hired 2 trainers. There was no need for any digital muscles.
At some points, I was training 4 hours a day in the gym. I had 2 trainers, 2 separate trainers. I don't know what I was thinking.
Let's talk law-abiding citizen. I mean, look, absolutely jacked. And if you've seen the movie, you wouldn't want to mess with him.
For this, I wanted to be much more cut because I felt that after 10 years of this man planning and getting ready for what he was going to do, everything had to be perfect. So just when you see him and you see how cut and shredded he is, you know, because this is not a man who should be like that. So everything is just slightly off the center with him.
Maybe he went a little psycho because he ditched the carbs. He said, "I want to eat my potatoes and French fries and sponge cakes. When I play a role like this, I can't have my carbs, and it makes me a little crazy."
You don't think that I watch you go to work every morning, 8 a.m.?
It kind of worked out for this movie, Gerard, not going to lie.
That's what you think this is about? Vengeance?
And of course, he's got ripped for other roles like Bounty Hunter, and he was also shredded in Playing for Keeps. And then most recently got jacked for Den of Thieves.
I had to put on like 25, 30 pounds, and I had to do it kind of quickly. And I said, I didn't want to do it. You know, I said, can we not just change his name from Big Nick to Nick? Let's just call him Nick. And I realized I have to get down the gym and start eating steaks every night.
Every actor had the training beforehand very, very specifically. I wanted the cops to train like heavy weights, which they did to get kind of swollen, kind of big, which cops do. And Jerry got jacked too. Jerry worked out like a fiend. Dude was like lifting weights every single day, like right on every set. He just like had his boy right there and like doing like deadlifts.
But we didn't want the ripped Jerry Butler. We
No.
wanted the big, eat a lot of meat.
Yeah, not the sexy 300, six-pack. None of that, bro. You're a big dude. You're eating burgers all day, drinking milkshakes, Taco Bell, in and out. Then you go to the gym.
Let's get into that Gerard Butler workout. When he works out, he pictures the body he wants. Talking about his 300 workout, he said he built muscle and lost fat at the same time by utilizing weights and circuit training.
That it was circuit training with a lot of different kind of weights or stress, or by 13 minutes you were vomiting on the floor. Rowing machines, amazing for me. I love it because I can really just kill on it. It's very intense. There was a final bit I had to break. I was looking pretty good, but I wasn't quite cut enough, and I just went nuts for a couple of weeks on the rowing machine while I was filming. And it just shed, it made such a huge difference to me, and really I could kill it. I could, when I finished there, I knew I'd had a workout, I mean, the ones that are best for me, the ones that I know work, are the ones that I hate the most, And then cardio, always a killer. Cardio. I hate it, but it's the one that makes the difference. When you combine weights with circuit training, it's a great way of building muscle, but in a leaner way, and also burning fat, because you're doing a lot of cardio as well, because you're moving so fast, that you're lifting weights, but you're sweating like a stuffed pig.
He's basically on set all the time, just pumping with push-ups and weights. Hence he looked like this. this?
All the time. I kept that up for the 60-day shoot. I was always pumping weights, and I think that other people thought I would stop, and even I, in a way, thought I'm going to probably stop doing this, but it just kept going because I really appreciated the value of it. When you're in a scene and you've just pumped, you feel amazing physically, but you also feel the fire is burning inside without you having to push it. The huge value from that was, to me, like acting preparation. So I used it the whole way through.
And in pumping, I kept pumping on set and training on set, working after work. So by the time I finished, I didn't want to step in a gym again for a while. And I pretty much managed the year.
I pumped as well. I did 6 hours a day before I started, trained at weekends, but on set I made a decision to keep pumping. And it wasn't just for the body, it was for the feeling that it gave you without then having to try and be strong. You just knew you were. It's a feeling and a confidence and a power. I did that the whole way through the film.
Hey, look, if you haven't signed that movie deal just yet, you might want to jump into this beginner 300 workout. 15 bodyweight rows, 25 bodyweight squats, 15 push-ups, 50 jumping jacks, 20 mountain climbers, 10 close grip push-ups, and 15 bodyweight rows again. Do that twice and you've hit your 300 reps.
I wouldn't want to stay that size. It doesn't make sense when you play. You know, it's far easier to get to a good body than to get to a bad one. To go from 300, it was a long time before my body became regular again. And if I'm playing something in The Ugly Truth or even in this, to have a body like that doesn't make sense. You know, that's ego, that's too much pride, and you know, you have to think about the character first. So you always go back to normal, and then you go from normal to fat or to cut or to skinny, or you know, wherever it is you have to go. My proudest movie is 300.
Let's get into that Gerard Butler diet. Talking about his food, he said, my diet is still never quite as scheduled as I wish it were, but now I try to eat vegetables and chicken instead of burgers and fries like I used to. He eats every 2 to 3 hours, has lots of water along with protein like chicken, eggs, yogurt, has vegetables like broccoli, and leafy greens, fresh fruit, complex carbs like sweet potatoes, oats, brown rice and pasta, healthy fats like nuts and avocados, and protein shakes.
I didn't go back in a gym once. And I did say to myself, okay, well, at least watch your diet. Apple pie, vanilla ice cream, yeah, it's great. It'd just bring me 2. And a milkshake, strawberry. I kind of went back to my old ways a little too quickly.
Let's talk Gerard Butler's cheat meals. When he's not getting ripped for a movie, it's all about lasagna and burgers and fries. So look, if you want to get ripped like a Hollywood movie star, then you need to get on the program. There's a link in the description. Go check it out now.